What's going on, everybody? This is Saber Final 4, and I'm here to show you guys another new deck for the standard format. A while back, I showed you guys Zacian V with Aegislash VMAX, but that sort of deck was a turbo-based metal deck. Big emphasis on Zacian V, trying to use Metal Saucer and turbo patches, power this guy up quick, and then of course he would deal crazy damage with Brave Blade. And Aegislash VMAX was sort of like the end game backup final attacker you could use once you've got a bunch of prizes, and it was going to be really effective. For this deck, we're going to focus primarily on this guy, and this is going to be a tank-based deck, more tank-focused, defensive sort of deck. We're going to try and heal, and Zacian is going to be like a backup attacker this time. We're not going to try and use this guy too much. So this sort of deck is a lot more complex than just running a turbo-based metal deck. We have a bunch of different options for how we want to end our turn. As you guys can see, I've got Lucario Melmetal GX here. Of course, we can use Full Metal Wall GX. Then you got this guy with Interpret Sword. Even this guy, use Metal Sharpener, just attack and grab an energy. So lots of different options of starting Pokemon and sort of starting plays you can make. But basically, what we're trying to do is set up Silverly GX, set up Aegislash VMAX, maybe try and use the GX attack if we can turn 1 to get that sort of minus 30 on all metal Pokemon. That's going to be really good. Make this guy as tanky as possible, and then deal damage, heal with Mallow and Lana. I've got the whole attack call engine right here, and it's going to be a straight up tank deck basically. So main attacker, it's going to be this guy, of course, Aegislash VMAX, an amazing metal Pokemon with max hack. You get a bunch of prizes. It's going to be an extremely strong attack. It already starts very strong at 160. You get one prize, it's 190. You get two, it's 220, and so on and so forth. Extremely good. The great thing about Aegislash VMAX is that Aegislash V, its regular form, is amazing too. With Sonic Edge, ignoring effects, you don't have to worry about wall Pokemon like Decidueye and other sort of annoying Pokemon trying to block you. So this is quite good. And of course, since we're metal, we can take advantage of Metal Saucer and still have that sort of speed. Power these guys up super quick, power up a bunch of metal Pokemon, and heal them up. Once we use Full Metal Wall GX, you get that minus 30. It's extremely strong. You sort of negate Arceus's 30 damage, and if you're pairing up against somebody that doesn't even use Arceus, then even stuff like this guy is very sturdy. 220. They need to do like 250 to get the one-hit KO. So pretty broken stuff. Of course, this guy, if you use the GX attack while you have 2 energies on, you're going to discard all of their energies too. So you can always have this sort of as a backup if you know they're going to build a Pokemon, and you don't need to use the GX attack just yet. Just keep that in the back of your hand and then just use it, discard all of their energies. Just a lot of different options. Like I've said, you have a lot of different ways to make your plays and how you're going to proceed basically. But the goal is basically to tank. Okay, now Silverly GX is also in here because I really like this Pokemon. It's just very easy to get out, very easy to search, and Disc Reload is an amazing ability. We're not really going to use Brave Buddies in this deck. I mean, I guess you can since he's colorless, but there's so many, like every other attacker is better, so it's kind of a waste to be honest. Plus, he's not compatible with Metal Saucer, so of course, you got to consider that too. Now, the other crazy thing is that, all of these, so many useful Pokemon, this guy, he does have a good GX attack too, in a way. Silver Knight GX will auto-kill an Ultra Beast. Now, this isn't going to be that good in Standard right now, probably. There's not any... I can't think of many relevant Ultra Beast Tag Team GXs, if any. But I guess it's another option, I suppose. Keep that in mind. The Type Null is going to be this one. We don't have a lot of options in Standard. This one has 100 HP. There's another one with 110, but 1 retreat. I'd rather take that. So 3 and 2. 2 and 2 for Aegislash V. I've got 2 Lucario Melmetal GX. Hopefully we open with it. But if not, of course, there's this guy, maybe even this guy. Have him as a backup to regular Pokemon. With Metal Sharpener, he can start putting some soft damage, decent damage for 1 energy. And if I discarded Metal Energies too, we can grab a few with this attack. Regular Pokemon, another method to hit Desada Eye, another wall Pokemon too. So why not just run 1 copy tech? 1 Zacian V. Now, maybe 2 is better. Sometimes it makes sense to use this guy, but like I've said, the main focus is going to be this guy, healing him up. And of course, since he's bigger, it's going to be more effective to heal with stuff like Malo and Lana, just be able to take more hits. So these are all the Pokemon, and I can't forget the 1 Eldegoss V. This is to get any supporter back, like Boss's Orders, Malo and Lana, Marnie, lots of good supporters. I don't have the Dene GX here because space is really tight. Our method of ability draw is going to be this guy, and we can't do this like immediately, like a basic Pokemon you just search and play, but in the long term, he's going to be more consistent as we can use his effect every turn. And it's really good. Pairs up very well with Malo and Lana. Okay, so these are all the Pokemon. Basically a tank deck. I've got some standard stuff you'd expect, like the Metal Saucer. Max that out. I don't think I need to say anything more. Some balls to get our Pokemon quickly. You max out the quick ball, get basics. It's also a discard outlet. 1 Cherish Ball. This is a way to get both Silverly or Lucario Melmetal, but of course, it's going to be more effective to get that guy with a Attack Call. +1, get a supporter, and get Lucario Melmetal if we want to. An amazing card, boosts the consistency of this deck a lot, of course, since you can search Cynthia and Caitlyn. And it gives this sort of deck a lot of speed, a lot of versatility and options to go with the theme. I've got the 1 energy spinner, nice energy search the energies, dump them, do all that good stuff. Some standard techs, I guess, like the 1 tool scrapper. I've got the, where is it? The ordinary rod somewhere, right here, for a bit of recovery, I suppose. 1 Poke Gear. We run a lot of supporters in this deck, so this usually won't miss it. You usually grab something. And since I don't have the Dene, I thought, maybe help the speed a little bit too. Nice little card, 1 Poke Gear. And if you miss it, then it doesn't really matter. If you have this guy out, then it's almost like you get this out of your hand to draw extra cards. So it's all good. What else? I've got 1 Evolution Incense. This is just to search out either the Aegislash VMAX or this guy. So that's quite good. If you want, you can do like 3 of these and no Cherish Ball. But I think 2 is enough. We have enough ways to search this guy, like 2 copies. This, and I've got Jasmine too. So that should be good enough. Double switch. Switching outlets are very important in this deck, so double switch is essential. And this is basically it for the items, I guess. The last thing is going to be this metal goggles. Just 1 tool. It's great. Give us that -30 extra defense on our big metal Pokemon. And your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on it. This is quite good. It's going to negate a lot of stuff like, what's it called? Like the new grass dude that puts damage counters on everybody with his ability. I forgot his name. The beetle dude. Anyway, that guy. Of course, Galarian Zigzagoon, or Beetle, that's what it's called. Or Beetle, Galarian Zigzagoon, lots of other Pokemon. So it's nice. Can't go overboard, but 1 copy, I can afford to run it. There is no Stadium in this deck. Just go ahead and say this. I guess the best thing you can do is take out something and then just maybe put 1 Chaotic Swell if you want to have like a counter Stadium. But since I use this deck without a Stadium, I'm showing it to you guys without a Stadium. I don't really know what would be best to take out too, actually. Maybe Poke Gear? Maybe, but not really. maybe like I don't know, like the goggles or cherish ball. It's whatever you take out, you're losing something. Maybe this guy, but I want to keep him anyway. Now to the supporters. Since this is a straight up metal deck, lots of metal Pokemon, I am running the one Jasmine. If we're fortunate enough to play second and see this, then you're getting a major advantage, being able to search out 5 metal Pokemon, including evolutions. If everything else fails, it's just a good little way to just get one metal Pokemon, and I guess a way to get Aegislash VMAX. I like running her, it's Jasmine after all, and it's just one copy. It's not going to be too bad. Now, of course, we got to run the tag call engine. Got 3 Mallow and Lana for switch and healing. It's going to be very important. And we have Cynthia and Caitlyn too. This gives me some decent draw that's searchable. And of course, you can recover supporters too, which is great. So 2 copies of her. Got the double Professor's Research. Don't want to go overboard with discarding, but we do want to discard stuff like Metal Energies. So gotta have this. Triple Marnie, very important against opposing Zacians and basically the meta in general. Great card. And the one Skyla that I usually run in my decks. Grab anything. Okay, I don't think I forgot anything. Oh, in Boss's orders, this guy. And these are all the supporters. Now, the energies, I've got some stuff. Got the 1, 2, 3, how many are there? Like, I think 9 regular metal energies. So 9 regular metal energies. And then we gotta run a few specials, unfortunately. I run 2 coding metal energy. This is in here to give us a little bit of a hope against fire. It usually won't be enough, but maybe it can help. You can't really go overboard with this, but not having it at all is a mistake, I think. So just 2 of this. If you run more, then it kind of conflicts with Metal Saucer and Quick Ball when you're trying to dump metal energies. So I just decided to play 2, and if we play against fire, we play against fire. And then the 1 capture energy, I like this as another method to get a good search. Basically, everybody can use this besides Zacian V, so it's never a wasted attachment. Even this guy can completely, perfectly use it with both Steel Fist and his GX attack. So it's no problem. So I decided to just go with 1 capture and then just 2 coding. But you can do more coding if you want. A lot of the times you want to reserve the coding energies for like Aegislash VMAX and maybe this guy, since they're your 3 prize Pokemon. I mean, these guys, something like Zacian, even if it dies, it gives 2, and stuff like Reshiram could kill it in 1 shot anyway. So, yeah. But, of course, you can put it on this guy too. And this is basically the deck. It looks pretty basic, looks pretty standard, I guess, for a tank deck. You got your Metal Pokemon and your Mallow and Lana. But I've actually been enjoying it, and it actually does present me with a lot of options a lot of the times. What's the best thing to search? What's the best play to make? I know this usually applies in most decks, but for this, it's kind of interesting. I mean, making use of this guy's GX attack. Do you want to use it early? Do you want to just use it with 1 energy and not get the discard? Do you want to start with an Interpret Sword if you play first and you have both of these guys? Different options, you know? Search this guy out. It seems weird pointing obvious stuff, but trust me, it's kind of a cool deck. But it doesn't matter. No matter what I say, I'm going to show you guys matches so you can see it in action. The words that I use don't matter. And yeah, this is the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Leave a like and share this video with your friends. Sabro Final 4. What's up?